Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the life and legacy of a true musical icon, a woman whose voice defined an era and continues to resonate with millions around the world. We're talking about the incredible Marie Fredriksson, the powerhouse vocalist and heart of the legendary Swedish duo Roxette. For so many of us, Roxette was the soundtrack to our lives. Their songs were inescapable in the late 80s and early 90s, dominating the charts with hit after hit. Think about it. The look, listen to your heart. It must have been love, joyride. These weren't just songs. They were global anthems. And at the center of that massive sound was Marie's unmistakable voice. A voice that could be both incredibly powerful and achingly vulnerable, sometimes in the very same line. But Marie's story is so much more than just the chart-topping success. It's a story of passion, perseverance, and incredible strength in the face of unimaginable adversity. To truly understand the magic of Roxette, we need to go back to the beginning and understand the woman who gave the band its soul. Marie Fredriksson was born on May 30, 1958, in a small town in southern Sweden. From a very young age, music was her escape and her passion. She grew up in a humble home, and music was a way to dream beyond her surroundings. She learned to play the piano, and her older siblings introduced her to artists like Jimi Hendrix, the Beatles, and Joni Mitchell. You could already see the seeds of a diverse musical taste being planted. As a teenager, she moved to the nearby city of Halmstad, a decision that would change her life forever. It was there that she became involved in the local music scene, fronting several bands and honing her skills as a performer. And it was in Halmstad that she met a talented songwriter and musician named Per Gessle. Now, Per was already having some success with his own band, Gyllene Tider, which was huge in Sweden. He and Marie became fast friends, sharing a deep love for music. Per recognized Marie's raw talent immediately. He was captivated by her voice and her stage presence. He knew she was a star, even if the rest of the world didn't yet. Before Roxette, Marie embarked on a solo career in Sweden. Her albums were critically acclaimed and commercially successful in her home country. She proved she was a formidable artist in her own right, writing her own songs and developing a unique style. Her solo work was often more personal and introspective than the pop-rock anthems Roxette would become famous for. But Per Gessle had a bigger vision. He had this idea for an international project. He was a brilliant pop songwriter, a master of crafting catchy hooks and unforgettable melodies. But he knew he needed a singer who could elevate his songs, who could give them the emotional weight power they needed to conquer the world. There was only one person for the job, Marie Fredriksson. Initially, Marie was a bit hesitant. She had her own successful solo career and was proud of the music she was making. Joining a pop duo might have felt like a step sideways. But Per was persistent. He convinced her that together, they could create something special, something that could break through on a global scale. And so, in 1986, Roxette was born. Their first single in Sweden, Never Ending Love, was a hit, and their debut album, Pearls of Passion, did well locally, but international success was still a distant dream. The real turning point came in a way that sounds like something out of a movie. An American exchange student studying in Sweden bought their second album, Look Sharp, and brought it home to Minneapolis. He loved it so much that he took it to his local radio station, KDWB, and urged them to play a song called The Look. The program director was reluctant, but eventually he gave it a spin, and the phones lit up. Listeners went crazy for it. The station was flooded with calls asking, "What is that song? Who is that band?" The song spread from one station to another, purely through listener demand. Even before the record was officially released in the US, it was an organic, word-of-mouth phenomenon. By the time The Look was officially released in the United States in 1989, it was already a grassroots hit. It shot to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100, a stunning achievement for a then-unknown Swedish band. The world had officially been introduced to Roxette, and specifically, to the commanding voice of Marie Fredriksson. Look Sharp became a massive global success, spawning another #1 hit with the iconic power ballad, Listen to Your Heart. This song, more than any other at the time, showcased Marie's incredible vocal range and emotional depth. When she sang, Listen to Your Heart, when he's calling for you, you felt every ounce of that emotion. It was raw, it was real, and it connected with millions. Then came It Must Have Been Love, originally a Christmas song released in Sweden. It was rewritten and included on the soundtrack for the blockbuster movie Pretty Woman in 1990. The film was a cultural phenomenon, and the song became its unforgettable theme. It spent weeks at #1 and became one of the most played songs of the decade. Marie's performance is simply legendary. The longing, the heartbreak, the power in her voice. It's a masterclass in vocal delivery. The hits just kept coming. The album Joyride in 1991 gave him another #1 title track, and hits like Fading Like a Flower, Every Time You Leave. Roxette was on top of the world. They toured extensively, playing 2 sold-out arenas everywhere. On stage, Marie was a force of nature. She wasn't just a singer, she was a true rock star. With her signature spiky blonde hair and dynamic presence, she commanded the stage. She could connect with the person in the very last row of a stadium, making them feel like she was singing directly to them. But the story of Marie Fredriksson is also a profound story of resilience. In September 2002, everything changed. After feeling unwell, she collapsed at home and was rushed to the hospital. The diagnosis was devastating: a malignant brain tumor. Doctors gave her only a slim chance of survival. The world of music held its breath. The treatment that followed was grueling. She endured aggressive surgery and months of radiation and chemotherapy. The ordeal left her with significant health challenges. She lost the ability to read and count, her vision in one eye was gone, and she had limited movement on her right side. For a time, she even lost the ability to speak. The vibrant, powerful performer was facing the fight of her life. Many would have retreated from the public eye forever, and no one would have blamed them. But Marie was a fighter. Slowly, painstakingly, she began to recover. Music, her oldest friend, became her therapy. She started to draw and paint, and eventually she started to sing again. In 2004, she released a solo album in English, The Change. The title said it all. The album was a deeply personal and moving account of her experience. Her voice had changed. It was more fragile, but it carried a new kind of emotional weight, a depth that only someone who had been to the edge and back could possess. And then, something truly remarkable happened. In 2009, during a solo concert by Per Gessle in Amsterdam, Marie made a surprise appearance on stage. The crowd erupted together. They performed It Must Have Been Love and The Look. It was an incredibly emotional moment. The chemistry was still there. Roxette was back. Against all odds, they began touring again. Marie would now perform seated, a testament to the physical toll the illness had taken. But when she opened her mouth to sing, the magic was still there. Seeing her on that stage, bravely delivering the songs the world loved, was an inspiration. She was a symbol of incredible courage and an unbreakable spirit. They even recorded new albums, including Charm School and Good Karma. Marie continued to perform until 2016, when her doctors advised her to stop touring due to the lingering effects of her treatment. She had given everything she had to her music and her fans for as long as she possibly could. On December 9, 2019, Marie Fredriksson passed away at the age of 61, after a 17-year battle with cancer. The news sent a wave of sadness across the globe. Tributes poured in from fellow musicians and fans, all mourning the loss of a unique and powerful voice. Per Gessle, her musical partner for over 3 decades, summed it up beautifully. He said, "Things will never be the same, and they won't." But what Marie Fredriksson left behind is a legacy that is eternal. She was more than just the singer of Roxette. She was a songwriter, a solo artist, and a true rock and roll survivor who faced down her darkest moments with grace and unbelievable strength. Her voice provided the soundtrack for first loves, heartbreaks, and moments of pure joy for an entire generation. She taught us to listen to our hearts, to find the joy right in life, and she showed us what it means to be a true fighter. Marie's music is timeless, and her story is a powerful reminder of the resilience of the human spirit. So next time you hear a Roxette song on the radio, turn it up. Think about the incredible woman behind that voice, the journey she traveled, and the beautiful music she gave to the world. Her light may have faded, but her voice will echo forever. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this look into the life of a music legend, please give this video a like and subscribe for more stories like this. We'll see you in the next one.